In science news, I had an interesting story to tell you. Depending on where you read, I find the information's a bit, like how definitive it is changes a bit. But India, in a nutshell, India has decreed dolphins to be non-human persons.
Oh, I saw the headline. I just didn't read the article yet.
The first article I linked to was questionable, so I went and checked around, and BBC's carrying it and stuff like that. So not that guarantees that it's accurate, but it does appear to be. I'm not sure if they've actually decreed that it's to be, or if they just suggest that it needs to be. But anyways, they've recognized that dolphins have like a form of sentience and ability to choose, and family stuff and interpersonal dynamics, etc., and that they should be protected and no longer put into like SeaWorld shows and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I think this is going to be very trend-setting. There was a study done as well, that was released not too long ago, about dogs, and so these scientists got a bunch of dogs, and they spent 2 years training them to put their head voluntarily into an MRI machine and keep it there, because if you've ever been in an MRI, it's loud and horrible.
Film and television has taught me that.
It's really quite unpleasant. So they trained the dogs over 2 years to keep their heads in there, and then they used different stimuli to see what the dog's brains would do, like showing them a toy or something they didn't like, whatever. And they found that the same area in the brain activates in a dog's brain when they see things that they want to eat or play with, whatever, as does in a child's brain, a human's brain. So they believe that dogs actually have the ability to choose, and like that's a big key element in this non-human persons debate.
Right.
So I suppose if you were going through a messy breakup and you were trying to get the dog, and your partner wanted the dog, then you could spend 2 years training him to keep his head in an MRI machine, and then both of you could stand in front of the MRI machine, and he would make his choice. Yeah, this is dedicated researchers right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty cool. So I think the dolphin thing will be a jumping off point for a lot of other things. And I do hope that the dolphin thing will apply to orcas, aka killer whales, as well. There's a documentary that I think was released pretty recently called Blackfish. Neither of us have watched it yet because we haven't been ready.
It's going to make me really, really sad.
Yeah, we haven't been ready to be that sad yet. But from feedback that we've gotten, it's very moving and quite incredible to see what happens to these animals that are taken in.
For me, March of the Penguins was an emotional roller coaster, and I'm just not ready to open my heart like that again.
You know what? Shark water. So upsetting. So upsetting. Anyways, I feel like we could do a whole special on oceanographic rights issues. Yeah.
At least half one.
At least a half one.
Okay.
Should we enter into the world of geek science one more time and just formally, on the record, debate the planet in terms of the shape? I think people need to know from the start that you and I are going to have troubles with this. So Michelle believes that the world is round because NASA tells her so. Whereas I am of the Terry Pratchett School of Education, and I believe that the world is flat, riding on the back of four elephants on top of a giant turtle. And she thinks that I should believe that or disbelieve that because NASA says it's not true.
You know, it's not just NASA that has told me this, right? Like, Greek philosophers, astronomers, Galileo.
The same Greek people told you that Zeus could turn into a bull and impregnate ladies.
Who's to say he can't?
Well, who's to say the world is not flat and riding on the back of four elephants in the back of a turtle?
Footage from space
can be faked.
Where they
also done from the right angle, a pizza-shaped planet would look round. Also,
no,
they faked the moon landing, so they lost all credibility when that happened.
Can't even talk now.
You showed me that documentary.
I showed you that documentary for just devil's advocate. Moon landing was not faked.
It was a documentary. It had space music.
Oh my God.
And it looks fake. It looks fake. Fake.
Apparently I'm so upset all I can do is like give...
Snopes needs to get on this because we're all being fed a giant lie about the shape of the planet. So anyways, I don't have any articles to support my theory, but I do have about 24 volumes of Terry Pratchett novels. And all you have are fake space photos. Which, by the way, are two-dimensional. So, think about it.
No. No. Because everything you're saying is wrong right now. And I don't have some real snappy, zippy little way to tell you you're wrong. But I will tell you that you're wrong. Wrong.
Anyways, so that might come up from time to time.